Hello,
Yes,
y'all.
I am the light of the Leo. I'm here with my lovely brother, Jonathan. Mr. JoJo speaks himself. This is a brand new year. I don't know what to talk about, so we just gonna have a talk. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? I'm hoping.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll just
Okay.
go with the flow, y'all.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep. Lord, I'm gonna turn off my vibration so y'all won't hear it any longer. Anywho, let's get started with the show. Yes, we are here, and I'm finding myself. I wanted to say we are queer. It just rhymes so well,
It
but I'm
does. It rhymes perfectly.
yeah, but I'm not that girl.
That
But
you are not.
I
No.
support them. Anywho,
Okay. Power to the people.
power.
Okay.
All right, so of course I need to acknowledge that we certainly do have Aaron up
Hey,
in
Aaron.
here. Hey, Aaron. James. Hello, Mr. Shaq Daddy.
Hey, James.
He says Happy New Year. Happy New Year unto you as well.
Yes. Happy New
And
Year.
prosperity and blessings. So sweet of you, James. Yeah, and you know what's so great about that? Let me tell you. I don't know if you guys notice, but a lot of people are sending out prosperity and blessings to people. This year is going to be a great year for all of us, especially for those who tap in to what God has for each and every one of us.
Amen.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Do
Right.
not. Oh, go ahead.
I have great expectations for this year. Tyrone has been talking about 2023 for the longest.
Since
Um, so
2020.
so I'm just really excited to see what comes spiritually and in all aspects of life. To be honest, there are a couple of movies that I'm looking forward to. I'm sure there's new music that is on the horizon. Janet Jackson's coming to Columbia, so I'm gonna see her in April.
Ooh,
Hopefully, we'll see some visuals from Beyonce's album Renaissance
we
because
can
we
keep
have
on
yet to
hoping.
see any visuals whatsoever. I'm hoping she goes on tour, and if she goes on tour, all her backup dancers will be black gay men.
You know she is going on tour though.
Oh, she has to.
Yeah, it's already. I think it's already been said. It just hasn't been like scheduled. They don't know, like the tickets aren't like out. But
Oh,
yeah,
so they officially announced that she will be touring for this album.
they've been talking. It's going to be a tour. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, okay.
Let's see. James asked, "Did you see me on Sounds of Christmas on BET Plus?" No, isn't that the one with Oh gosh, I can't call her Cora because that's not her name.
Tamala Man.
Tamla Man. Well, the Mans.
I'll have to watch that. I
See,
have
now you're
BET
gonna have to
Plus.
make me watch it.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
But I remember seeing like all the photos of the things that you've done over the year, and I do remember that being one of them. So I'm excited to see it. I'll watch it because I do enjoy a good Christmas movie. I'll make sure to watch it. I have my ways to watch it. Don't tell
You
nobody.
you and Mama have that in common. Mama's been watching a lot of Christmas movies for the last couple of weeks or so.
I could tell you why.
Why?
I have no problem with corniness. I have no problem with um the same things being done over and over again. Like those Hallmark movies where you have a busy life in the city, then you come home, and for some reason you have to stay home, and then you find somebody that you've known since you were in elementary school, right? And he's secretly been loving you all of your life, and you decide to take up your father's flower shop and continue.
All right, giving us narrative.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, like it's just the same thing over and over again, but that formula doesn't miss.
That's true. The last Christmas movie I remember going to see was This Christmas with Loretta Devine and Regina King and
That was really a good
Chris
one.
Brown. Yeah, that was a really really packed movie. There was a lot going on with so many different characters in that movie.
Yes, and I was low-key surprised at how good that movie was.
Me too, because a lot of times, especially Black Christmas movies, first of all, they rarely make it to the theaters to begin with. But for the quality of the acting, but they had great actors on that
It
movie.
was a great
Like I
ensemble.
like I said, Loretta Devine. I can't remember the male leads on there besides Chris Brown, but like I said, Regina
Chris
King. They
Brown
were
and what's his name? Okay, see, I'm not gonna say names because it's like I'm just gonna you I can't s I'm over here thinking about characters, this is so bad. Idris Elba was in there,
oh yes, 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 yes.
um,
Okay.
and other beautiful black men. Look, we'll figure this out. Aaron says, "I love Hallmark movies." Yeah, yeah, they have their formula and they got it right, and that's just fine. And also, I think, what's the other one? It's not Almost Christmas. Maybe it's like
Laz
Last Christmas.
Alonso, yes, that fine behind Negro. He was in there too. I knew I was missing somebody
What's the one
of
that was on
importance.
Scandal? But Columbus Short.
Yes,
Yeah.
Columbus Short was in it too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. What's that other one? I think it was like Last Christmas or something like that. That had Gabrielle Union, Monique, DC Young Fly,
Oh,
and
I didn't see that one.
Kimberly Elise. That's the one when you need to see that one. It was
Okay.
very decent, very decent. But this is man. We enjoy the Christmas movies. I don't know. It's just you like to feel the warmth and all that stuff, and the Christmas feels and stuff like that. I think God did that on purpose. Though we all know that's not the day He was born, but that's when we celebrate it, and we're gonna enjoy it and not feel like we're wrong for doing so. How about that?
Exactly. There's no reason to feel wrong for doing so because nobody knows the date. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm excited for warmer weather this week. It's going to get up to the 70s this week, which is surprising because we was all the way in the teens last week. And that, but you know what? I don't know if this is just global warming, which it seems like it probably is more than
Okay.
likely. And I'm thinking like, what are people going to do like 200 years from now if Jesus hasn't come back yet? Like, how will they survive?
They'll acclimate because they'll learn
Yeah,
everything from, now until then. But Tyrone been saying, though it's getting hot, it's gonna get right back cold, if not colder, right after
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So, enjoy it for the moment. Prepare yourself. Enjoy not having to use so much gas and electricity to keep your house heated.
Right.
This is about to go right back up sky high.
God.
Oh gosh. Unfortunately, guys, I did not have an exact thing to talk about. So if there are if there's anything that you want me to talk about in this moment, I don't care what it is. Just let me know. We will address it. But I do just want to make sure I talk about the new year and what that means for me. What are you gonna say?
I was just going to say I was going to suggest a topic, although I think that we've spoken about it before. How we're able to separate the artist from the art. For instance, you really don't care for Justin Timberlake like that, but you do like his music. There are some other artists that we really don't care for personally, but
Mm,
we enjoy their music, like R. Kelly, who is the king of R&B, but we can't stand for what he does personally. I don't know. I don't
yeah.
know.
We could talk about this right afterwards because I don't have a whole heap to say, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fill up a whole show on things of the future because you can't tell everybody everything that you're working on.
Right.
So, like it's just amazing to me. This is literally day one, and there's so much for me in the process of coming together as one. Um, I'm really excited about this year because there's a lot of things that is going to come to pass for me and my family this year. If you don't feel like it's going to be a great year, I'm going to need you to get on board because, it's not every year there's this, like feeling like, whoo, you made it. This is going to be a really good one. And Aaron, I agree with you. 2023 It's going to be a good year. So many things are going to come together. God's favor is shining super bright. And as long as you are diligently working towards your goals, believe me, those things are going to happen. As long as you continue to push forward, those things are going to happen. And I am super excited about that. Um, as per usual, I do want to be more active on the social medias. I'm sure you might have seen, I don't know if you saw today, but I did make a TikTok. Yeah. Um, I'm going to do better with that. I'm very excited to really get more going on the TikTok stuff. And I'm really starting to see that my platform is really about just having those deep conversations. You know,
Hmm.
having those conversations. I'm not really okay, I'm naturally funny, but I'm not trying to be funny on purpose. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it just comes. You're not attempting to be funny. It just comes naturally. Yeah, I get it.
Absolutely. So, um, yeah, I'm very excited because TikTok is just that platform for a little bit of everything, and there's something for everybody on TikTok. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because some other platforms are controlled, but I'm leaving
Mm,
it there.
yeah.
All right. But yeah, super excited about this year. I already have a trip in the works. I'm praying to get together at least a cruise. But there's a whole lot of talking going on amongst the families and friends. I'm very excited to be happy and enjoy a lot of things and see a lot of things come to pass that has been prophesied to me previously. Aaron says your video was very inspirational. At the light of the Leo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I got it, but thanks. um, and Joseph says, "Hey."
What's going on, Joseph?
Yeah, and let me just talk a little bit more about that. Um, the reason why I'm able to say, start your process in finding yourself is because I went through that. And I'm still going through. I think a part of finding yourself is knowing that you're going to be continuously learning, as long as you're still open to learning the new things, because you're going to continuously change no matter what. Whether it be things happening within your body, the way you feel about things, and especially all of that comes from all of the information that you're learning, all the experiences that you're having, and everything that God is giving you. So, as long as you're continuing to learn about yourself, you're able to um, show people who you are, who you truly are. And you're also able to give the boundaries that you need. Hey, I don't like that. Don't do that no more. Thanks.
Right.
And and keep it just like that. Um, because if you don't know what you want, who you are, it's really difficult to really ask of people to respect me. Well, who are you?
Right.
What do you
And you have to be confident in what you want, and you have to stand stern. Be stern in your values and your boundaries, as you said. Because if you let someone cross those boundaries, you'll see 100 people cross those boundaries because you're not what's the word I'm looking for? You're not
Mhm.
whatever it is with the boundaries. You're not sticking to them. You're letting people
Oh, okay.
slide with
Yeah,
the boundaries, and you have to stand up for those things.
absolutely.
If you say
Uh,
you won't stand for disrespect, then don't stand for disrespect.
at all. Case closed. Soon Aaron's gonna be able to block you. Anyway, Joseph says, Jonathan, this is a year of massive exposure and uncommon recovery for you. Don't get me going. Anywho,
I received that thing.
he says, be bolder in all caps. Have the guts to let out what God has deposited in. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you for that word, Joseph. Thank you for that word.
Yeah. And it is so true. It's being said over and over and over again.
Right.
So you know, you know, you know. So say it, Jonathan.
Right. Yes. I'm about to
Oh,
blow up.
whew. Joseph says, "Hey, Aaron," because Aaron said, "Hey" to Joseph. And I'm stuck on the uncommon recovery. Uncommon. I'm gonna slow down, and I'm gonna leave that there. We ain't gonna go deep, not right now. But yeah, this year, like, I have a job and everything. I do want to make sure I continue to rise in my position, rise up out of that position, move forward into new things. I believe it's certainly possible and it's going to happen for me for sure. Um, but it's the things outside of working, because working and just that's easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Just going to work,
Yeah.
that's just like, the stress every once in a while, but I'm able to deal with it because it's just work, right?
Hmm.
But it's all the stuff outside of it, the stuff that I don't know how things will work out, because when you go to work, you stay on for some hours and you get paid for the hours that you work. There's the stuff like this. I'm not being paid to do it, um, but I feel like I'm sowing a lot of seeds here.
Right.
I'm sowing seeds not for myself, but for others, hoping that they will be able to hear the word of the Lord and be better and grow and shine. That's all I want. And me being able to get that out there means a lot.
Hmm.
And also, with prayer and things of that nature, I know that me talking about that, us talking about that, is inspiring people. Thank God for Pastor Lorenzo. I could not believe that, Jonathan. During prayer, Pastor Lorenzo said, "Y'all got me praying."
Right. It's like I understand why you couldn't believe it, but I still believed it.
I mean, I believe it's true, but she's Louise, man. What? But I'm drinking it in. I'm opening my hands and saying thank you. It's like, okay, yes, I know I am doing something. Um, Aaron says, "I am grateful for both of you." Thank you,
I'm grateful
Aaron.
for
You're
you
so
as
sweet.
well,
We're
Aaron.
grateful for you. That's one thing that I'm taking with me in 2023. It's Aaron D. You like how I did that?
Yes, yes. He's a poet and you don't know it.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And that's another thing too. Hmm. Believing it when people tell you the great things about yourself, believing it and just taking it in, saying thank you. Um, Ever since I started the process of getting to know myself and, championing myself and speaking and showing who I am to other people, I've mm, I haven't had so many people come to me and tell me the impact that I've had on their lives. And that's a lot, Jonathan.
It is. It is.
But I know it's going to grow from here. And I know there are certainly levels to all of this. And
And it's good that you're starting to get used to it on a smaller scale. So when it gets up
yeah,
to a larger scale, it will be just par for the course.
absolutely. And it's like, I'm just in the process of thinking, like, so how do people take this though? Like when I think about, people that are stars or super duper popular, you can see like it's difficult for them to hear it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Because they're humble. When you're humble, that's the issue with receiving those types of things, because you don't see yourself as so high
Mhm.
as others may see themselves. So that's kind of the gift and the curse of being humble.
But yeah, on the other end of that though, um, there are people that just don't feel like they're worthy as
That's
well,
true. That's true.
worthy of that. And just a quick reminder to everybody, you were created by God, so you're worthy of everything that He has given you.
Right. Yes.
So,
Let's not mistake that for being humble, because
mm-mm,
that just means you feel like you're not worthy.
that's
Um,
debilitating.
and that's not a positive thing.
Absolutely. Joseph Jarrell says 2023 is the year of R&D.
Hey,
Hey,
yes.
yes, sir. Tyrone is here. Say hey, Tyrone. I mean, Jonathan.
Hey, Tyrell.
He says yes. 2023 is the year. Absolutely. Aaron says, Joseph Jarrell, I love reading everything you write, and uh, I am. You make me think. Okay, I am so looking forward to see you on the Juice Radio Talk Show.
Ooh, she putting him on blast just a little bit.
He need to go ahead and get up there though,
Right.
and he's gonna have his own too. You want to know how long it's been since I've been telling him that he's gonna have his own?
How?
Since like 2020.
Oh wow. Okay. That thing has been in the works.
Oh yeah, been telling him, just trying to get him ready. Know what I mean? Joseph Jarrell says, the spirit of Gentifa has hit.
That's right.
All right. See, I know, Aaron. I know you will. Because Joseph be talking that extra. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read what she said. Aaron D said, I will subscribe at Joseph Jarrell. Oh, yes. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be awesome. But, so you said, okay, I think that's all that I wanted to say, though, about the new year, though. But as far as artists, you were saying that we should talk about artists and separating the artist from the music.
Yep.
Tyrone says there's a box seat with your name on it, Joseph. Amen. And amen.
See, the thing with me concerning this particular topic, I really don't have any artists in particular that I can say that I don't necessarily kind of like, I don't want to say don't respect, but I don't care for personally, and which I do actually like their music. But I know that that's the case for you, so that's the main reason why it came up. And also, in the same vein, the way that it could apply to me is, you know how Chick-fil-A has great food. However, they are not very LGBTQ plus friendly. And so there are at one time when it was announced that Chick-fil-A had donated to a family organization that was trying to stop the legalization of gay marriage. There were a lot of gays who were saying, well, let's not go to Chick-fil-A. Let's not go to Chick-fil-A. You know, I was still in that Chick-fil-A drive-through line, getting my Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Not
And
even
my
with those
waffle
shades
fries.
on.
It's like, you know, I understand that, you know, they believe what they believe, but that food is still good, okay? And I refuse, and even if I would say, even if like in some type of way my money contributed to their fight for the traditional family, in my heart, that food is still good.
And the money was wasted, you know. So
That's true.
You guys are still good.
Yeah.
Joseph says, back to the podcast. Anyway. But yeah, you brought up Justin Timberlake. Now, I certainly do. Don't tell nobody. I have a disdain for Justin Timberlake. And it's not just because of the whole Janet thing, because that was still yet very horrible in itself. But on top of that, one time when he was asked what his musical influences were, he said people like Frank Sinatra. Have you heard Justin Timberlake's music?
Well, as far as his influences were, like we can hear where his music lies now. But if you think Justin Timberlake growing up in Tennessee, I think that's where he grew up. You know, he grew up in a white family. So it would make sense that he might have come up on a Frank Sinatra or an Elvis Presley if he was, inspired by him as well, or
But he
these
was
other.
singing country.
Hmm?
Wasn't he singing country?
Yeah, he was singing country. Well, he sang country at Star Search. Now we don't know if that's the main genre of music that he was singing back then in those days, but he did sing a country song on Star Search.
There was literally nothing that says Frank Sinatra in any of his repertoire, any of his interviews, or anything until he said it that day. If you like think about Britney Spears, how she would say that Janet Jackson is her inspiration. You
Right.
can see it all over her performances and everything. You can see that that's Janet.
Right, exactly.
But Justin Timberlake ain't out here crooning and snapping and stuff like that with a martini in his hand.
That is very true. It will make more sense for someone like Michael Bublé to say that he was looking after Frank Sinatra because they both do the same thing.
Absolutely.
So,
So that's how I feel about Justin Timberlake. Now, when the song "What Goes Around Comes Around" goes all the way back around, come back on, I'm singing it.
okay, because it is bop, and those harmonies, the way that they come together, like it's like I love to hear certain songs in a cappella so that I can just hear the straight up voices,
And that's one of
and
them.
that is one of those acapellas that I
Don't
have
you
to
have an
listen
acapella
to.
mix?
Huh?
Don't you have an acapella mix?
I have it on my iPod. I do not have it on YouTube. I do need to make an acapella mix on YouTube. I only have a acapella mix on my iPod.
Yeah, because listening to stuff like "Rock the Boat" by Aaliyah, like
Yes. Tony
here-
Braxton's You're Making Me High acapella is everything.
so yeah, I certainly enjoy his music, but I give props to who deserves the props, which is Pharrell, the Nerds, Nami, and Timbaland.
Right.
Thank you, Timbaland, for "What Goes Around Comes Around."
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
God bless you. Okay.
But I'd have to say that I'd probably be, more like you. I'd still listen to their music and just forget about their personal lives. Because if music moves me, I'm listening to it. If it got me, I'm gonna listen to that thing straight up. Straight up.
And like even with R. Kelly, he has done some very deplorable things, and he is paying for those things right now.
Literally.
But you can't mistake things like, okay, music takes you to a specific time. The remix to Ignition was that thing during my prom. I can't let that go. I'm sorry.
Right.
And what's Slow Wine? I love that song.
Yes.
It just is what it is. But I will never condone anything that he has done, though. But if you really want to get into the nooks and crannies of it, he doesn't even own his master, so he's not even getting the money for the little bit of streams that I do for that. So
Yeah. My favorite R. Kelly song is actually an R. Kelly feature, and that's his song with Notorious Biggie Smalls. I'm effing you tonight. I love
yes.
that song, and I need to get it on Chop.
And you remember that what's that child name? That Ja Rule song? If it wasn't for the money and all the things I got.
Yes. Right. Yes. Yes. I remember that.
Anywho, Aaron says, do you think separating the artist from the music also would relate to actors and actresses in a movie? Is that the same? You know what?
Absolutely. There can be an
It is
actor
the
that you don't
same.
care for.
But see, here's the problem though. For me, this is for me. When I look at that person, at that particular actor or actress, all I see is their sins. All I see is what they've done to annoy me. Now, when I'm listening to music, yes, I do hear their voice, but I don't see their face. Because I don't look at videos of R. Kelly. I just listen to the music because that's how I make that separation.
Okay.
But for somebody like is that her name, Katherine Heigl, that made things difficult for people and stuff like that?
Yes, Katherine Heigl.
If it's a movie that I enjoyed before I found out how she is
Mhm.
behind closed doors, I can still watch a movie like that. But Anything new, I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph says, yes, it's the same, separating the expression from the vessel. Aaron says, honestly, this year, some remarks made this year stopped me from watching this movie from a person I used to love all her movies. What are your thoughts? Child, yeah. That's something that would stop me from watching the movies. Once again, when I see you,
Right.
I see the thing that pissed me off.
Yeah.
So when you're listening to the music, you don't see the face. No, I don't see the face. I might sometimes visualize the music video because we were so into music videos back in the day.
Right, because when I was little, all I wanted to watch was music videos, which is why I was so hyped when YouTube came out because I was watching nothing but
Nothing
music
but
videos because
you are
music videos
old.
were my thing.
You're
Oh
old.
my
You said
goodness.
when YouTube came out. Jesus.
I think still to this day, my favorite music video of all time is TLC's Creep. For some reason, I don't know why, but every
Wait, hold on.
time,
I'm thinking Waterfalls. You said Creep.
yes,
That is a
every
solid video.
it is like the colors that they wore with their bathrobes,
And you
especially
almost see a booty.
With Chili having the gray and the blue, I think it
Mhm.
was. Yeah, yeah. That
Music
video was
videos.
everything.
Yeah, boy. Remember when they did that behind the scenes stuff for, like how music videos were
Making
shown,
the video.
making the video. Those were
Yes,
great times.
right. And Missy Elliott used to be the queen of that thing.
Okay, ain't nobody could they still can't stop her because she's still doing all that outlandish
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, Aaron says, thanks, Joseph Jarrell. I have to work on it. I will pray for God to help me. I mean, your opinion's your opinion, Aaron. It's okay. It's really just about your threshold. Exactly, Joseph.
Right. It's
It's just
what you can
about
put up with.
exactly. Ooh, she said my favorite was No Scrubs. Now that is an iconic music video.
It is. It is.
Um, gosh, TLC. And see, I it makes me sad sometimes thinking back to music of our time
Hmm.
because it makes me think about how much fanfare and flair there was for the music with all the music videos with all the performances that we would see and stuff like that
Right.
on things like they don't know what Total Request Live is, a TRL is. They
Or
don't know
106
what
in
a
Park.
106 Park is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Or they don't know about those countdowns on Saturday mornings on VH1. Like, them things used to be the ish.
or like even with getting ready in the morning every morning, they'd have the same videos on at the same time every day on MTV. Like, it's just crazy to me how these music channels have turned into just
Reality shows.
yeah, and music videos have turned into just something that you look at on social media.
And yeah, and online. Yeah, it's times have changed
See, that's why
and
that budget went down so low.
agreed. Agreed.
But still, a music video really does take things to the next level.
30 minutes,
I
bro.
just,
Went by real fast.
yeah, child. I don't know why we talked about music. It just is what it is. These are things that we like, man.
I knew we'd end up on the subject, child.
Tyrone says one of my odd but favorite videos is Weird Al Eat It. Yes, iconic. Okay. Oh my gosh, I actually had a Weird Al album. I think somebody just let me have it,
I
and
got so tired of you playing that thing over and over and
you
over
know I'm
again.
really having to realize that you could hear everything that I would play.
But you could hear everything that I would play as well because I would play it
Yeah,
on the stereo downstairs. So,
yeah.
it is what it is.
But I found that thing so funny. It always put a smile on my face, man. That that Weird Al, he's something special. You know he got new stuff coming out, right?
And there's a movie about Weird Al Yankovic as well. Quinta Brunson plays Oprah in that movie. I watched
Uh,
her. I watched their interview, Oprah and Quinta Brunson. I watched their
uh-huh.
interview on HBO. on HBO Max, and she plays Oprah in that video in that movie. It's a comedic role, so it's not to be
Yes,
taken seriously. But yeah,
seriously, yeah.
that should be an interesting
I
movie.
mean, we're dealing with Weird Al. Of course, it's going to be a funny situation. I'm very excited about it. I really enjoy Weird Al. When he came out with All About the Pentiums,
Or the Amish Paradise, like that was
and you know that's even back then when I was younger and he came out with Amish Paradise, I was so upset at how Coolio was just so pissed off about that.
because Coolio takes his craft seriously. And he
That's
probably
the
felt
highest
like
form of flattery.
Well, he probably felt like Weird Al Yankovic was making a mockery of his work, and I can understand why he would have taken offense to that.
Okay, I can get that. I can get that, but it was Weird Al. It's not like I've never seen, and I'm a spiritual gal, okay?
Mhm.
I've never seen malicious on him.
No, 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 not at all. But Coolio's like one of those ones. He don't know Weird Al, so this is just some random white male artist who's just
Coming out of nowhere.
taking a song that he wrote, and switching it up for comedic laughs. It's
And
I
it's all
get it,
but all in all the songs, he just does it right.
right?
What was the one? Did he say like a surgeon? He
I'm
did
not
he
sure.
did a bit of everything. Aaron says I'm going to age myself, but when Boys to Men would put out a new video, it'll be like yes, the world premieres. Let
Yes.
man just thinking about the world premieres of like the Destiny's Child videos and just all the people that we loved, they make a whole event of a
Right.
premiere, and now they just put it out and hope you see it.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh gosh, Joseph Durrell says yes every time. End of the road. I'll make love to you yesterday, one sweet day. They're around the same age.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm feeling. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all that we have. I'm not going to belabor the time. And Tyrone is cooking sausage, and I smell it, and I think I'm gonna have to go to it.
Okay. Okay. And I'm watching Inspection tonight.
What's
And
that?
so hopefully it will be good. And I'll probably do a review on it as well.
What's this
Um,
picture?
Inspection is a new movie. It is starring Jeremy Pope, whom I adore. He's a
A beautiful
great.
man.
Okay. Even Mike agreed. Okay, I'll send you our text message thread because it was hilarious. But yes, Jeremy Pope plays this gay man who joins the Marines. And it's pretty much all about his experience in the Marines. His mother is played by Gabrielle Union. She is not accepting of his sexuality, and so um, things happen, and I don't know. I've only seen the trailer a couple of times, but
Mm,
we'll see how it is. He was nominated for a Golden Globe for his
for
role.
that one. Oh,
Um,
that's awesome. You know Angela
so
gets too.
who?
Angela Bassett. She was nominated for Wakanda Forever.
Oh, okay, all right. That's
She
what's
had
up.
to have been. Did you
She
see her?
she
Sheesh.
deserved it. She
Every bit of it.
deserved it.
But when I hear about movies like that, it just makes me think that I'm just gonna cry. So I don't see any redeeming factors in that. Not saying that it's going to be a bad movie. It's just that it's gonna make me cry. And I don't ask to be emotional.
Right. Yeah. If it has a gay story plot, I'm in. Like, period.
Yeah,
I'm
regardless.
watching. It doesn't matter what it's about. But yeah.
I'm gonna need I'm gonna need P Valley to come back. I need to see your eyes light
Okay.
up.
So wait, hold on. You so what'd you say? Because I didn't hear everything that you said.
I was just saying I want to see your eyes light up again. You really just get excited. And it's not just for the men's. You do love the men's, but it's for the whole show. You really enjoy the show. You get into it. So I'm excited to see that happen again. Anyway, man, you guys, if you have any other things that you guys want us to talk about in the future, go ahead and send me a cute little DM. We'll talk. And the best way to do that is to go to my Instagram, or you can go to my L TikTok. That's Spanish for TikTok. I doubt that's true. It might be. Who knows? Um, I'm at the Light of the Leo. Okay, that's me. If you want to go ahead and find me on the YouTubes, I'm at the Light of the Leo. That's me. So go ahead and follow me, like this video, please. I know, yeah, everybody's on YouTube right now. Go ahead and like this video for me. And also for Jonathan.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram, oh, that's the wrong one. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020.
Let me get the right one for you.
My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. You can also email me at williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. I also have a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is JoJo Speaks. Just type in JoJo Speaks into the search bar and my channel will pop right on up. I post videos every Thursday night at 9:30 with hot topics and social commentary. Also tomorrow, I'm posting a review on a documentary that I watched on Peacock concerning a young man who was convicted of murder for and a friend of his being murdered during a robbery that they were committing. So yeah.
That sucks. And here's the right one, at JoJo_speaks3020. All right. What am I doing here?
I don't know.
I'm looking at these banners. There's just so many banners. We got so much going on. Anywho, Aaron says, thanks for the live. So much fun. Good night, Joseph, Tyrone, Delight of Leo, and Jonathan. Good night to you,
Good
Aaron.
night.
And I just need to make sure I'll let you guys know. As it was 9 o'clock, I was, chilling, living my life, just like it's golden, just shining in the world. And I got a message of text, and it was my brother Jonathan, and he asked me, "Are we doing the show?" And I had to look at that text message for a little bit, and I had to realize, oh Lord, it is Sunday, ain't it?
Right.
He did give me the choice to do it or not, but I'm so happy that I did. I'm going to continue to stay consistent with my Sunday evening videos, and I'm going to do my best to do like Jonathan and post some more videos outside of that randomly. I might do it live or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this journey. This year is going to be a great one. Let's ride.
Let's do it.
Where's all this gas coming from? I ate in a minute. Jeez Louise. All this burping. All right. You guys enjoy your evenings. Bye-bye now.
Bye, y'all.